Welcome to Obscure Depths. We're picking week 14 of the NFL and interviewing kicks. And first up, Denver, Oakland. Let's go. You're on.
Oakland is 10.5-point underdogs at home. This is a division game, people. 10.5-point underdogs? Are you kidding me? Come on, give me Oakland plus 10.5 all day long.
Okay, next up, St. Louis at Buffalo. Who will win?
Buffalo, 3.5-point favorites in this game. Kind of a weird matchup. Not too many people care about these two teams, especially these two teams this season at this point in time. But I think St. Louis, I think they can hang. I think their defense is going to actually give Buffalo some problems. So I'm going to take St. Louis plus 3.5.
Kansas City at Cleveland. Who will win?
Cleveland is 5.5-point favorites. Who thought Cleveland would be 5.5-point favorites in any game at any point in this year? But my Raiders last week, but Cleveland
at Tampa Bay. Who will win?
Tampa Bay 7.5-point favorites in this game. I think these Tampa Bay Bucks are going to be pissed. They just lost at Denver. They are going to be pissed, and they're going to be that loss. So Philadelphia, yeah, they scored 33 points against the suspect Dallas defense. They're not going to score that many points this week, though. They're going to get handed a pretty mean loss in this game. I'm going to say 10, 13 points. So I'll definitely take Tampa minus 7.5.
Okay, let's see. New York Jets at Jacksonville. Who will win?
The Jets are 2.5-point favorites on the road. Are you kidding me? Come on, Jacksonville. I know they're dinged up, but they're going to win this game. They're not going to lose to the Jets at home. Come on, Jacksonville plus 2.5. Jacksonville is playing decent ball right now. They're playing way better than they were 5 weeks ago. And come on, the Jets aren't going anywhere and beat anybody on the road. Come on, let's go.
San Diego at Pittsburgh. Who will win?
Pittsburgh 6.5-point favorites in this game. San Diego is in disarray. So yeah, definitely plus 6.5. Pittsburgh minus 6.5.
Oh my, insane. Chicago at Minnesota. Who will win?
Chicago 3.5-point favorites at the Mall of America Field. This is a division game, but Chicago's going to win. They are going to trounce. Minnesota has been their stepping stone. Whenever they need to win, they're going to go into Minnesota and beat them pretty bad. This Chicago team has been very suspect lately, and I know Urlacher's not going to play, but this is one of those games they know they need to win, and they know they can win, and they are going to win. Chicago minus 3.5.
Okay. Next up, Atlanta at Carolina. Who will win?
Again, Atlanta 3.5-point favorites in this game. I like Atlanta. Who doesn't like Atlanta at this point in the season? Yeah, I know they're not playing for a whole lot right now because they probably have that division locked up. But they're going to go into Carolina and probably beat them. Carolina hung with Atlanta in Atlanta. And Atlanta is going to want to prove that game was a fluke, and they're going to come out and beat them pretty good. I like Atlanta minus 3.5.
Next up, Dallas at Cincinnati. Who will win?
Cincinnati 3.5-point favorites in this game. Cincinnati being the home team. We have Cincinnati is 3.5-point favorites in this game. Sorry, we thought we had something written down wrong, but you know, Cincinnati is good. but they're not going to beat Dallas by 3.5. This is going to be a very, very close game. This is going to be a very close game, but Dallas is going to stay within 3.5. So I'll take Dallas plus 3.5.
Okay. Tennessee at Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, 5.5-point favorites. If you knew that Indianapolis was going to be anything but a field goal favorite this year, you would have thought I was crazy if I was going to tell you that at the beginning of the year. But Indianapolis is going to win this game. Tennessee is terrible. They are absolutely terrible. And they're not going to go on the road and beat anybody, just like the Jets aren't. So I love Andrew Luck and his Colts to take this game by a touchdown. I know, the Colts did win last week in Detroit in dramatic fashion, but Andrew Luck still threw 30 incompletions and only completed just over 20 passes. So, they didn't play their greatest game on the road, but they're going to come home and they're going to trounce.
Okay, next up, Baltimore at Washington. Who will win?
Washington, early half-point favorites in this game. Everybody is going to be all over Washington after the awesome way they played Monday night. But you know who watched that game Monday night? The Baltimore Ravens. They are going to be ready to defense Robert Griffin III. But. That's a lot of points. I know Miami's traveling a long way for this game, but that is a lot of points. So I'm going to take Miami plus 10.5. New York Giants. Giants 6.5-point favorites in this game. They're going to have a short turnaround after playing Monday night, and they got run ragged by RG3. So they're still going to be trying to catch their breath. I think the Giants are going to win this game, maybe last-second field goal type of thing, but I think it's going to be very, very close. So I'm going to take New Orleans plus 6.5.
Okay, next up, Arizona at Seattle.
Seattle, 10.5-point favorites in this game. Rookie quarterback Russell Wilson is 10.5-point favorites. This is in Seattle. That's why that spread is that big. The odds makers love that Seattle home advantage. And I think it is easily going to be a Seattle winning this game by probably 2 touchdowns. I mean, I don't know who Arizona's quarterback is going to be this week. Maybe Jeff George. Maybe they can find Tim Tebow. I don't know. Yeah, Arizona's terrible. They're not Seattle and hanging within 10 points. No way. So Seattle minus 10.5.
Okay, Detroit at Green Bay. Who will win?
Detroit is 6.5-point dogs on the road. Detroit and Green Bay played a great game a couple weeks ago, with Green Bay winning. It's probably going to be cold in Green Bay on Sunday. Not sure how Matthew Stafford and his bones and Charles Johnson are gonna handle that. That being said, that seems like a lot of points for this game. So I am going to take Detroit plus 6.5. I think Green Bay will probably win because Detroit has proven that when the fourth quarter rolls around, they're going to do what they can to not win. So, but I still think Detroit's going to make this a field goal type of game, maybe 4 points. So yeah, I'll take Detroit plus 6.5.
Okay. Houston at New England.
New England is 4.5-point favorites in this game. Wow, what a great Monday night matchup at this point in the season, huh? I know these two teams are probably have their divisions locked up, but this is a playoff game in Week 14. We could not ask for a better matchup at this point. Houston is a little dinged up on the defensive side, and they also lost an offensive tackle this week. So I think that is going to give New England just a little bit of an edge, and I think New England wins this game by 7 points. So I'm going to take New England minus 4.5. It's a great game. I'm looking very forward to watching it. I hope it's a very close game. But, you know, you look at Houston this year, Thanksgiving, close game, prime time, right? Prime time against Green Bay. They got blown out at home. Monday night at the Jets. Lot closer game than people thought. So Houston, when they're on national television and they are in a big type of game situation, they're still just not quite there. Maybe they can learn from a game like this and win a couple really big games in the playoffs. But I'm going to take New England 4.5. I forgot to say my lock of the week. My lock of the week is going to be... Chicago. Chicago on the road, 3.5-point favorites at Minnesota. Love Adrian Peterson, what he's doing right now, but come on. Chicago is going to win this game. They are mad and they want that division. Look out, Green Bay. Here comes Chicago. This has been Obscure Depths. Thank you for listening and watching.